read the very last part with particular care. This channel may end here, or it may go on, but not long. That depends on his hand. Of course, by his, he refers to our defendant, a Grammy.
That would make sense, yes. He was the first scheduled visitor, after all.
But look at what he said before that.
Why are we reading it backwards?
This channel may end here, or it may go on. It may go on. Magnifique Marie intended to write again. That is, if Zach Marie didn't pull the trigger. I see the defense understands the meaning of this. The victim's diary does not go on, it ends.
Are you a fucking moron? There's a page ripped out.
Yeah, no, he is.
You have zero evidence whether it goes on or not. And if anything, the fact that it's torn out implies it probably does go on.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Because Magnifique's life was brought to an end by the defendant, Zach Camery.
Order. Prosecutor Gavin, are you certain that Magnifique Grammary wrote this?
There's no mistaking his handwriting.
Well, this does seem to be significant. According to this, Magnifique did intend to continue his diary. Yet, if his diary ended here, which plainly it did not...
Then the one who pulled the trigger was the first visitor, Zach Camery. Well, how do you like me now, right? Still too green for your taste,
Okay, She-Hulk.
Do they make that joke in the She-Hulk TV show?
No. Maybe in one of the comics at some point. Like, She-Hulk's always been super comedic. And I actually very recently read the difference between She-Hulk's fourth wall breaking and Deadpool's fourth wall breaking. In that, I guess She-Hulk is 100% aware that everything's fiction and will even use Marvel comics as evidence in court, and they're treated like history documents. But Deadpool is not actually aware that he's in a comic or that things are fiction. He just thinks it is. And everything, all of his fourth wall breaking is just coincidentally lines up to make sense to us.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Like it's like when if you were to be talking to yourself in an empty room, right? That's essentially kind of what Deadpool's doing.
Yeah, it's like if I thought and started acting like I'm in a hologram, and coincidentally the world is a hologram. Just because I think it, but actually didn't know it, that doesn't mean I knew that. Like,
yeah, you could be right, but be oblivious to the fact that you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. That's really interesting.
Yeah, no, when I heard it explained like that, because I was trying to understand where his fourth wall breaking comes from, and the explanation is just the cancer in his brain constantly destroying neuron paths and the healing factor rebuilding it. It just makes him insane somehow in the perfect way to make it that his thinking he's breaking the fourth wall lines up with our conception of what would make sense breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Like him being able to like see over into the next panel. He's not actually seeing over into the next panel. He thinks he's seeing over into the next panel. And it just happens to make sense because he somehow sees the same thing.
Yeah. No, I get it. Whereas like She-Hulk, theoretically, I don't know.
No, She-Hulk actually can.
Yeah. Like I feel like She-Hulk could literally like peek over and see into the other panel.
Yeah, she's
or, like jump
left
into the other panel.
She's left her panel before. She's actually met the writers before and convinced them to change plot lines.
That's very funny.
Which people got pissed when they had her do that in the TV show, but that's exactly what she does in the comics. So
She goes to meet the writers in the TV show.
She meets Kevin Feige, is it pronounced? Like the
I
head
think
of
I've heard Feige.
the head of MCU, or is it all of Marvel?
Oh, that's
I don't
fun.
know. Well, she meets him, but she actually meets a robot that's he turns out to be. But like it's thing. Either way,
splitting hairs at that point.
she convinces them to change the plot line in the last episode because she doesn't like the way it's going. So
Fun.
and everybody got pissed and we're like, we could have had a big fight scene. Instead, she like talked into a different storyline. I'm like, well, I mean, that's what she does. Like in it, she actually it makes it look like it pauses the show on Disney Plus, and she goes to the Disney Plus menus to go into the Marvel behind the scenes show they had going on, and opens that show.
That's fun.
Yeah, I
That's fun. Now I want to go watch it.
I mean, that's like end show stuff, but she does break the wall the whole time. It's
Yeah.
He's right about the diary being pretty clear. Still, I find it hard to believe that he'd overlook such an obvious problem with his precious evidence. Dark Data, they liked it for other reasons too. Disliked it for other reasons. But like, a lot of them were stuff that were still very in character. They disliked that she had a twerking scene with, I think, Megan Thee Stallion. And like, that's the kinds of things she'd do. First of all, it was in the credits, which may or may not be canon. But second, that's exactly the kind of thing she'd do in the comics. So they they disliked that the spoilers. If you want to watch the show and care about spoilers, mute for like 10 seconds. But she did. They
I'll raise my hands while the spoilers are going on.
They disliked that the big villain was angry male nerds online that were pissed off that that a female character was getting her own TV show, specifically She-Hulk. Like, and people didn't like that, especially angry white nerds online, who they were the villain. So,
No, the spoilers. That bit it ruined the bit.
you took your hand down too quick.
I know. I thought you were done. You put your hand down.
Oh, my hand visibly up? Oh, I was just talking with my hands because I'm Italian.
Yeah, no, your hand was also visibly up the entire time. I thought you were just joining in on the phone.
No. I didn't even realize it was up. I don't realize when I talk with my hands.
That's coincidental. Okay, I'm not to blame for
I'm
that.
I'm just Deadpooling.
Okay. You're just Deadpooling. Do you happen to be doing the bit without realizing you were doing the bit?
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, I won't get into that. I'm not gonna get into the whole angry discourse about modern Marvel shows.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, the witness testimony we heard was lacking. But put together this evidence is quite sufficient for a case. If the diary is accepted like this, the trial's over. Maybe it's time for me to show them something.
Oh God, can you refresh on what's going on? Like, do we just show the page? Is that what we're supposed to do?
They're like, oh, the page. Clearly, the diary ended.
We gotta we gotta show the page that we got. That's obviously a forgery.
This
and be like, this is the page.
This one.
Yeah, I guess so. Right? Is that what they're?
What they're what?
No, I
okay.
just
that was so abrupt. I wasn't sure if he cut out.
No, it's just the whole thing with like that we always complain about games where the prosecutor has evidence that they didn't share with us. We're the baddies. Like, we have evidence we didn't share with Clavier.
He just brought it up. That's not fair.
Well,
we also didn't know what it was. We literally didn't know what this was.
Would that be accepted into evidence? Would that is that legal?
Neither side. No, you can't present new evidence in the middle of court at all.
Yeah.
It has to all be presented to the judge before the court case, before the trial.
Yeah, and I'm sure if new evidence were to have presented itself at some point in between the trial, that would have to stop the trial, right?
I'm not a lawyer, and it's been a
Yeah,
while since
but
I watched
but
a
you
lawyer
do-
talk about it.
Yeah,
But
you do consume a lot of lawyer content.
not
on the
recently.
internet.
But one of two things: either maybe you could adjourn the court and do that, and blah blah blah. But it might also just be that you can't submit more evidence. You have to get through that trial, and then you submit for like a retrial because more evidence was found.
Because more evidence was found. Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
But I don't think the case would really happen where in like the recess you would be handed more evidence by somebody in the waiting room.
Not at all.
So that's not really an
all.
issue. Yeah. If it's a multi-day case, I don't know how it goes. I don't know if between trial days you can submit that to the judge. But either way, yeah, both sides would be aware about every evidence. And something like this couldn't happen. But this is also a different court system, so I don't know. I'm left with no choice but to show my own evidence. What? You have some evidence that overturns this diary?
It's not too late to rethink this and avoid more embarrassment.
Very well. Please show us your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Incidentally, don't even think of showing us this diary I've already shown to the court. Now that we've come this far, I hope you have something a little more decisive.
I'm also pretty sure that the police or whatever have to go over all the evidence because, like, for all they know, yeah, Phoenix could have made this during the recess and then just submitted it. Like, they'd have to do, like, handwriting analysis. They'd have to do stuff to, like, verify this is evidence.
Yeah.
That's probably part of the reason why you can't just in court pull out of your suit coat of something and be like, wait, this evidence is relevant.
Yeah.
They'd be like, where the heck you get that? Like,
yeah. Show evidence that proves the victim continued writing his diary.
All right, I'd be happy to. The decisive evidence proving that the diary didn't end with this page is my attorney's badge. This gun! Takes out the gun. First, take a look at this diary! Every time I do, it makes me pee. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. What's this? I hadn't noticed that at all. Can we just rub a pencil head over the missing page of space? I mean, I don't think you could just do that in court. Like,
yeah, you wouldn't be able to, but you would think that, like, but Data has a point. You would think that the investigators should have tried that to see.
But this was this diary. The evidence isn't in this game submitted ahead of time because the judge, no matter who submits it, the judge is like, "Oh, what's this?" So, like, Clavier didn't necessarily have the police go over this as far as, like, we don't know how it works.
Yeah.
That's why we're still here talking about this. It just so happens I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Oh my god, I don't believe it! I forgot that was a bit. Although it kind of already broke down and it's awkward now. Looking at this page, it's hard to imagine that the first visitor that night shot Magnifique Grammary. That's the defense's position. Wait, let me see that. What in Sam Hill?
What in Sam Hill?
Why, this is the continuation of the victim's diary. More sciencey version doing that. Yeah, Dark Data, I mean, I don't know if the police did anything, but, like, in court you wouldn't be able to do anything like that. I don't think you could touch the evidence, really, let alone, like, do tests on it in court. Note the torn edge of the page. It's a perfect match for the torn remains of the last page in McNeefy's diary. Quite remarkable.
Would you care to explain what all this means, Attorney?
It means you're an idiot. The diary continued after his first visitor came, which means that the victim was still alive after Zach Gramery left. The note says, "This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success." I could have just said the note says it's huge success, but I don't know if the joke would have hit home. Leaving no one to take his life but the second visitor. Valent Gramery. No! Why are the birds coming from like his pants?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it runs in the family, he probably has magic panties, and that's where they're coming out of.
Is he wearing them though? That's awkward.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's what the game wants us to think.
Handwriting too matches that on the other pages. This is without a doubt the genuine article. Also, it's not in the same. He's not actually related to Trucy though, so.
In the magical family. In the troop.
Order! Why is the volume? The sound effect volume is really quiet.
To me, it sounds like the game is playing in like the room across the hall.
Oh,
that was just my headphones.
The music volume's high enough right now. Although right now there's no music, but
yeah, it might just be my headphones.
But wait, that's impossible. Also, I just turned that all the way up, and I still can barely hear the sound effects. That old man couldn't have written that. Wait, let me. And this isn't a big deal. Sound effects aren't super important here, but it's bugging me. And let me see if I can.
Well, yeah, to me, the sound effects are louder than the music is.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear the music now. Kinda. There. It's like, wow, you're standing still a long time.
Is audio coming out of your computer? Like, do you know? Finally?
No, it's coming out of my headphones.
Huh.
Why?
Yeah, no, it really does sound like it sounds really distorted on my end. You sound fine. The game sounds distorted to me. It's not on you. It's not on you.
I'm just verifying. Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? No, it's definitely headphones.
Judge?
Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Sorry, I just zoned out.
He wanted to verify the audio was coming out of the right speakers for him too. May I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
But Prosecutor Gavin, this evidence overturns the current witnesses.
I ask only to put it on hold. Please, my new witness has a very, very important testimony to give. 5 minutes, no more. I promise, Your Honor.
Well, if you put it that way. Mr. Wright, what's your take on this? Well, Your Honor, judging from his enthusiasm, we'll have to hear this new testimony sooner or later anyway, so let's just go against traditional court proceedings and pause a cross-examination. So it might as well be sooner. And though this is highly, highly irregular and against, the law, we will put the current cross-examination on hold. The witness may step down. Now, Prosecutor Gavin, please bring the surprise witness to the courtroom. I had a bad feeling just then. That ripped out page was too obvious. He must have known. And I should have known it was a bad sign all around.
Look at that hair.
Holding trial with no audience is a first, even for me, Prosecutor Gavin.
I beg the court's understanding. But I had to make a judiciary deal with the witness to secure his testimony.
A judiciary deal?
The details of his testimony may have some legal ramifications, shall we say. I thought it best to contain the information to this room.
Very well. And you are the witness, I gather.
Voice him?
Trying to remember. Yeah, you can voice him.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting some of the audio things.
State your name and occupation for the record. My name's Drew Misham. I'm a painter.
A painter? And you are somehow related to this case.
No, well, not per se. I have one simple question for this witness. Mr. Misham, was it? Do you know what this is? Oh, yeah. I know it well.
How's that possible? Have you seen this diary page somewhere before?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I made it.
Liar, you don't make fake evidence, your daughter does. You what? You made it?
Yes. You might call it one of my works. The prosecutor's office received a tip-off yesterday. Illegal evidence have been prepared for the trial of Zach Gramery.
Okay, but why is he admitting this? This is like probably like a federal, this is probably like a felony.
Yeah.
Illegal evidence?
I initiated an investigation and found this witness. A painter to the well of large, Misham had another side, you might say. He is skilled in making perfect reproductions of certain things. Forgeries, in other words.
Forgeries? Well, so we are to understand this page here is...
A fake, prepared by a certain defense attorney.
Hold it! I didn't prepare this evidence.
Ah, the attorney speaks. Something about this page, I presume, but what is he saying? It makes no sense. After all, it was you who presented this evidence to us, Phoenix, right?
Witness, Mr. Misham, was it? Who requests this forgery? Who is your client?
That, I don't know.
What?
Most of my clients prefer to remain anonymous, even to me. I make the items they want, they receive my payment. That's the extent of my contact with them.
But there's no proof this is a fake.
It's a fake.
Huh?
To avoid just this sort of problem, I always put a special mark on my works.
Then you're very bad at doing forgeries.
Yeah, then it's not a perfect replica.
You put a watermark on all your forgeries. Great.
Yeah, idiot.
I can say without a doubt, this is mine.
And we just trust it. Implicitly. Phoenix's entire career down the drain. Because we just choose to accept this random guy that Clavier randomly brought in.
Mr. Wright, you just presented illegal evidence to this court. My court. You know, Edward did this all the time, but I just told him to stop it.
Yeah, but I'm going to take your license away.
You did this one time, and that's it. Like, I'd kill you right now if I could.
Yeah, like the preferential treatments to prosecutors is so large right now.
It was
It is so
careless of
present.
me. That's all I can say.
Oh, who's boy? Here.
It's Trucy. Trucy requested the legal evidence be made. Little Trucy. What's this?
I don't know. I just got it from him. Oh. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
It was all a trap. A fatal trap. I mean, maybe you shouldn't be presenting random stuff you're given with no context as, like, evidence.
Yeah.
There's also
I mean,
that to be
also,
said.
that there's probably cameras. They could have seen who gave it to the girl.
I don't know if they have
Who-
cameras yet.
Like they, yeah, you don't know if they have cameras in 2015.
A crack shot with the gavel, you know. Mr. Wright. Yes? Do you have an explanation for yourself? If I did, would the court hear it? Probably not. Forging evidence is a serious crime, and presenting it in court a serious mistake. A fatal mistake for an attorney.
Fatal too, perhaps, for your client, I fear. Tell me, what kind of defendant relies on forged evidence? The answer is quite clear. A guilty one.
Your Honor, wait. I understand that presenting forged evidence in court is a serious crime. But you cannot hold my client responsible for actions I undertook as an individual. I am sorry, Mr. Wright. Your Honor?
Another close call, as they say.
I mean, no, you legally can't. This would be considered a mistrial. Like,
Yeah.
If the prosecution office hadn't received that hot tip, everything would have gone the way you wanted it to, yeah? I even gave you a chance. Too bad you decided not to before embarrassing yourself.
I see no further discussion on this matter. Special witness dismissed. Now let's get back to the other cross-examination we put on hold.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes, asshole.
could I ask your name?
Phoenix Wright.
Mr. Wright. I have seen and studied many people, but none like you. I'll remember you, Mr. Wright.
Okay, well, you're gonna die, so...
Yeah.
Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. You have the right to find a new attorney and make an appeal. Okay, we are doing that. However, this court must...
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Zack.
there's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. It is impossible.
I'm afraid the defendant is quite mistaken. I mean, I just have to say it. Most certainly have the authority to declare a verdict on you.
Except, tell me, how do you plan on announcing your verdict? When your defendant does not exist?
Doesn't exist? What are you talking about? Are you an original 13?
I am talking about this.
Oh my god, he's a nobody. Mr. Nix Magmar. I butchered that trying to put an accent.
The defendant escaped! Find him, quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building.
He's already gone. He's already gone.
On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. That day in that courtroom, a miracle occurred. You could say the miracle happened.
Is that a blasphemous reference?
No, that's an Ace Attorney reference. The bad ending
miracle happened?
to the second game where it says the miracle never happened.
Oh, I don't remember that.
We bring this up constantly on stream, and you're always like, I don't remember that.
I don't remember anything.
The defendant, Shady Enigma, aka Zach Gramery, did not just escape from court. He literally, unbelievably vanished. Right before the bailiff's eyes. No one ever saw him again. Not since that day.
This is a Gramery miracle!
Is it like a Christmas miracle?
Yeah.
No verdict was declared. After all, the defendant didn't exist.
That's not how that works.
That's how it happened.
You could literally declare a verdict in absentia. What are you talking about?
The trial magician Zach Gramery vanished along with him for all eternity.
For all eternity. Yep. That's how that works.
The mysteries that remained behind were all solved, however. But not until 7 years later. Saving. Save complete.
So, this is my theory. You ready? You ready?
Your inheritance theory?
So, yeah, my theory regarding to this game, of which I have a theory. I think Christoph did it. Christoph being Clavier's brother. I think he orchestrated it in conjunction with Valent to some degree. And I say that because Christoph murdered Shady Smith from the first case, who was Shady Enigma. And Phoenix did like a whatchamacallit, what is it called? When it's like poetic. It's like poetic justice kind of thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because he made Apollo win by using forged evidence.
Okay.
So I think Phoenix was like, "Ha, I know you caused me to lose because of forged evidence, so I'm gonna make you lose because of forged evidence."
I mean, that's you committed a crime, so I'm gonna commit a crime.
Yeah, because it's like a catch-22, right? Because like in the original, remember in the first case,
Yeah,
Christoph couldn't admit that the evidence was forged because then he had to admit that evidence existed. Therefore, he would have been caught either way.
Yeah.
So I think that's my theory.
Okay. Hey there, Shady. Is the first of the second trilogy or the second? This is the first of the second trilogy. This is Ace Attorney 4.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm assuming the other two have different prosecutors.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
The trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. Oh, this is actually probably you.
Who is this?
I feel like this is probably Phoenix, present day.
Oh, but now because he's no longer the defense attorney, now I'm talking.
I mean, that's how we've been doing it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I am Phoenix 7 years older. His voice changed so much. Yeah, I don't even know how to do his voice anymore. I swear, everybody, just for the record, I'm not trying to do a Shad JV impression. If you remember, I was voicing Phoenix before.
Last week, even at
this
the
is-
start of stream last week.
Exactly. So like, I don't want people to
been a
come
week.
into it thinking that what I'm about to do is an impression of you, because it's not going to be accurate at
Yeah.
all, and I'm not. That's not my goal.
The trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all this out for yourself. Which of Magnifi Grammary's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendants at Grammary go? What dark truths lurk behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? No, literally, what about her? Where is she?
Mason System, ESG Studios, all rights reserved.
Whoa.
The past.
I told
What
you.
is going
I
on?
told you it was still gonna get weirder than last week.
What is going on? This is AI Somnium files coded in a way I was not expecting. We're in a computer right now, boys. We're in a computer right now.
We're in a simulation.
Lads. Everybody in the universe who is watching. We're in a simulation. This is the Matrix.
The
Just
past
ignore him,
left
he's
us these four
Deadpooling.
keys.
Oh God, yeah.
The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth.
Yeah. Dana, I don't know what's happening.
But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well.
Keys? This is so 999 coded. What is going on? What is going on? ShadJV, I don't know. I don't know what is going on anymore.
I told you it was gonna get weirder.
Like, there's no context to why we're in this mainframe. Like, we just got isekai'd
Don't worry, it'll
into
sort of
the
kind of
internet.
vaguely explain eventually.
When all the questions have found their answers.
Change into digital
Attorneys.
champions too.
Oh,
What?
I said attorneys.
What'd you say?
Digital attorneys.
Attorney. Change into digital attorneys to save the digital law.
I was like, are you gonna go court or law? And I was like, you're gonna go law. It sounds
it's law.
better.
It's laws. It's gonna be. We're saving the law.
The final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game.
What is
A
wrong
nonary
with
game.
this game?
You almost like leaned into your like Zero the Third or whatever Legomorph voice there.
Oh yeah, the lagomorph. Yeah, no, that's just Phoenix right now.
I, Phoenix Wright, will guide you through this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that?
That's a fun voice to do. It's just like slightly unhinged.
Yeah.
As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you.
Oh, it froze.
What?
As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. my Magatama.
What does it do, you ask?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine jumping into this game as your first Ace Attorney game?
You made a mistake then.
Yeah, like, could you imagine? And then getting to this part and be like, what? Why? Why does he have one of the 3 sacred relics of Japanese history? Like, what? Why? Like, what? Why is he in the internet?
I mean, you're already
Like,
still wondering why he's in the internet.
Yeah, no, I know, but like it literally makes no sense. Like this is so unhinged. Just like somebody like clip this part and show it to somebody who's never played an Ace Attorney game and have them try to tell you what the series is about. Don't even tell them the title of the series. Just be like, "What do you think this game's about?"
This guy who
like,
has paw on his hat.
Yeah, this guy has paw on his hat. A guy named Apollo has a bracelet that does something. He has one of the 3 sacred treasures of Japanese like history.
We're currently in the Matrix.
Does something. We're currently in the Matrix. I don't know what's going on. Like if I didn't know what game I was playing, I would literally I'd be like, what are you showing me? What is this?
That I will have you see for yourself. Well, now, shall we begin?
This is a very fourth wall breaky of Phoenix. Is he the Deadpool kind or the She-Hulk kind?
The third option.
He's the Phoenix Wright kind. Use LB and RB
To jump between the past and present. But let's begin 7 years ago, in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play.
So yeah,
Unhinged.
we have
This is unhinged.
we have 4 places from 7 years ago, and we have oh god, that's quick load. Press load. Oh, we can't even go to
as
the
you
4
guys
places
know,
in the present day.
The present is orange. Present is orange. Past is cyan.
The past is Baja Blast, and the present is Livewire. So
What's the present?
Livewire.
I say I cackled too hard. Yeah,
Livewire.
I was gonna say orange Fanta.
I mean, those are different. Those are different sodas.
It's Livewire.
Livewire's Mountain Dew, or
same.
the orange Mountain Dew.
Oh, look at you, Mountain Dew historian over here.
Yeah, Mountain Dew was like I lived off of it back when I was able to have caffeine. Code Red was
So
may
we
as
got
well have been
Livewire.
blood. So,
Yeah, so we got Baja Blast and Livewire. Yeah,
I've never even gotten to try Baja Blast because by then my caffeine sensitivity existed. So
You've never had Baja Blast before?
no,
I'll cry. Swears by it. Like it's the only beverage he gets whenever they offer it.
After how much praise I've always heard it get, I'm like afraid to taste it and know the thing I cannot have.
Yeah, develop a taste for it. Yeah, then be forever cursed with the knowledge that you cannot imbibe upon it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, I've been there. There's definitely things that I know that if I try, I'm gonna literally become addicted to. I'm like, I cannot.
Oh, I can't be
Good
addicted.
faith.
I can't have caffeine. I will
That's what
die.
I mean. Yeah, yeah, literally. Like it's like things. Obviously, like I have a corn sensitivity. For those who don't know, but like, there's so many things that like some of the new candy bars that are coming out. I'm just like, oh, I want them so bad. But if I do and I like them, then I'm just gonna. It just exists in an internal plane of suffering because I either can't eat them, or will eat them and feel terrible.
Okay, well, where are we going?
I guess let's go to a Right and Co law offices in the past.
At past.
At past. That was definitely the vibe I was giving to that line reading for sure.
The nightmare trial was over. And the new nightmare, figuring out what had happened, had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away.
Hey, you grab your keys and put a little makeup. Why'd you leave your keys up on the table, Phoenix? Because you wanted to?
Something about another fable. I don't listen. I don't know most of what they're saying. I only know like the last word of every line there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Wake up.
So you would have just been like,
make up.
that's fair.
Fable.
Yeah, that's fair. You wanted to. and then the perfectly clear, I don't think you trust.
Yeah, the
Okay,
angels deserve to die. Yeah.
Yeah. But I figured I'm the only one who... Oh, this is you, because it's in
I
the
figured
past,
I'm the only
right?
one who could probably do this. Besides, I had plenty of time.
Also,
Thanks to the Bar Association's
diegetically,
Review Board's decision, or BARD.
this is the most unhinged way we could split this voicing.
Oh, it is. But we've committed.
You're past Phoenix, and then I'm present Phoenix. So if we keep jumping back and forth, like this entire today's entire like stream is unhinged. Like it makes
You did not go in
Just
today
try and-
expecting any of this.
yeah. I'm sorry for those of you who came into this thinking that it was going to be any level of normal. Because A, you got both of us as the ones that are leading you through this train wreck of a game section. And then B, it's this game section.
You have no conception of what kind of flavor Baja Blast be? I assume it's like a tropical.
I don't
It's
know.
like a
I've
tropical
never
mix.
had it myself either. But again, my partner swears by it. They love it.
Which is range perfectly appropriate, yeah. Okay, well, thanks to the Bard's decision. The B-A-R-D, Bard.
Bard.
It's hard to work
Yeah, I guess
when...
it's a tropical lime. I guess that's what the internet says.
Okay. It's hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago, right in co-law offices. This is not right in co-law offices.
I don't know. So just immediately, a psychopath, true psychopath, Trucy Wright. Her biological father disappears spontaneously. She immediately just imprints on the next adult man that's next to her.
Like, she doesn't even know he's gone. She just, like, immediately senses he's gone
Yeah,
and
she
just moves
sensed
on.
it. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. She's like,
I no longer have a father figure. Time to change
nope,
that.
I do. Right there. First male I see.
Oh, morning, Daddy.
No,
oh,
no.
God. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Trucy, because that would have been very poor showing of you. I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They're picking on you.
I'm fine, as always. This old boy here is to help me, after all.
That's a young man to you.
Good morning. I took your outfit you have on. Thanks.
Oh, what? Who said that?
I was like, okay, what? Good
Trucy
morning.
thinks he has a cute outfit.
Oh, good morning to you. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Oh, but yeah, I took your outfit too, mister.
Wanna swap?
This is my first show today, after all.
I didn't want to swap. I think I can fit in that. Stretch out a little. But...
Oh, that's so fun only just to see Trucy wearing like a full adult man's 3-piece suit.
And to see Phoenix wearing a like 6-year-old.
I don't know. I don't want to see that.
Listen, we already had to see Mia stuffed into Pearl's outfit. So.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. Like, it would be just as eye-searing as that Gene Armstrong picture I sent you of them in the bunny outfit.
I thought it was John Armstrong.
I don't know.
He's
They never
French.
like voiced it.
I mean, he has a French accent. So.
Yeah. Probably.
2 weeks had passed since then. I called her into my office.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. Do you want me to be your dad? It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I don't like this bit. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. They all died in the last 2 weeks. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. I've taken care of a kid about your age for a while. I don't know where she is now, but... Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. Only like 7 years at least.
It won't be long. 7 years later, turns out it was long.
I hope. I hope it will be long. I really need something to do with my life now. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. You can live on the streets for all I care. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. This is so weird.
Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you.
Huh?
That's
Really?
it. That's it. She's just like truly a psychopath. Like, I'm back on my bullshit. She's still a psychopath.
Have a good night, Dark Data. Yeah, she's just a little psychopath.
It's like, yeah, like why would she present herself as like distraught, and then just be like,
No, I'm okay. I check it. So if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family?
Huh? I guess so. Getting weirder.
Mr. Attorney?
Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy. No!
Phoenix, you're
Phoenix!
making it weird. You can't think, oh, kind of weird, and then be like, call me Daddy.
Or you can call me
You can't
Daddy.
do that.
Or you can call me Daddy if you'd like. Doesn't have to be today. Or anything.
Like, literally, it's 2015, 2017?
I think it's
Like-
2018.
Yeah, like, Daddy was already a thing that you couldn't say anymore. Children were not calling their parents Daddy anymore.
I mean, he's not her
It's
parent.
cringe.
He's somebody that met her once.
Yeah. Cringe.
And being like, you can
Phoenix.
call me Daddy. You've only known me for like 5 minutes, but...
Yeah. Literally, like, one conversation. God. Trucy. I don't know how she survived for as long as she did.
they're both psychopaths here.
Yeah. Like, literally, it's like, hey, little girl, you want a candy bar? Sure thing. It's like, no, don't accept candy from strangers.
I'll give it to you if you
Trucy.
call me Daddy.
Sure thing, Daddy. Candy, please. Okay, say, Daddy,
That was quick. Yes.
if I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches my last school for a year.
Well, I mean, your daddy's unemployed, so... Sorry.
So, thanks, Daddy.
Ah.
Oh, and this office, it's a little blah.
First thing I'm gonna do is burn this plant and this painting. And anything that says Mia Fey on it? Why is this here?
You gotta hydrate.
I wonder why it's not working, but okay.
You gotta honor it. You know, he's a regular.
There's an
Sometimes
honorary
you gotta do that
hydrate.
with regulars.
Yeah, I will consume water in your honor. I only drink when you tell me to hydrate, Dark Data. Never anywhere else in the week. So
A little color goes a long way, you know.
ah,
Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't worry, don't you worry one bit. I'll work just as hard. We'll make it through this.
Trucy, how old are you? Please be over 18.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm 8.
Teen?
Oh,
No, she needs to be an adult to work.
you can work at 16.
Yeah, but working enough to support 2 people, you shouldn't have to at 16.
You shouldn't have to at 16, no.
Well, don't let Bearseeds deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy.
Ah, thanks. Why does it feel
I
like
mean,
she's already in charge? Why does an 8-year-old have more
though.
confidence than me?
That's sad. In 2018, this was like the birth of the child YouTube stars that were paying for their family's livelihood. So, in a tragic way, she could be part of that.
What's a YouTube?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And rate 5 stars. Thank you.
Remember back when YouTube had stars?
Yeah.
That's a callback.
So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right?
You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me. For Daddy.
Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that.
Actually, that's pretty accurate. By the way, Pearl didn't have a dad at all, and essentially not a mother, and Nick never did this. It's like, hey, you can call me your dad. In the years that he knew her.
Yeah.
And then just meets Trucy is like, call me dad.
Call me Dad. No big deal.
Even though I
This much?
seem to think that your dad might reappear again soon.
So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. The law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way.
Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law, even though I literally went to school as an art major, but okay. Guess we're brushing that under the carpet.
Yeah, nobody wants to think about that.
Or even much about law if you were to ask some people.
Maybe the problem is calling it an office. Maybe we should run an agency instead.
You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent?
You got me, don't ya? I'm a professional.
A professional?
Yep.
A professional psychopath.
After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Gremory.
Descended, that's your dad. Directly descended. He's your father.
You gotta stop being so Phoenix coded. Next thing you know, you're gonna ask a random 8-year-old you meet to call you daddy.
If I do that, please call the cops.
Listen, on my honor, as your friend, I definitely will.
As my friend, if I ever ask an 8-year-old I just met to call me daddy, please call the cops.
Yeah, I'll end it. Yeah, trust me. I would not let you steep that far.
Thank you.
Oh, and now that I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix right too.
I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Phoenix! I was going to make the joke that's not how it works, but then he didn't make the joke because I was like, no, he's going to say that.
Ew. Gross.
She's just a Phoenix Zach shipper. So.
Yeah.
Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy, Zach Grammary? Your old daddy?
Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy.
Which daddy was that again?
Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star at Chip Gremory, and they're big.
The Grammarys. They were on television a lot. Haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it.
They don't exist anymore. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like, Phoenix, you know the leader of the three died 2 weeks ago when you did the trial, and one of the other members of, like, the three members is missing? Like...
When the other we saw in the beginning of this got shot.
That's what I just said, the leader. Died 2 weeks ago.
Big magic happens when you put Zack and Valen together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up to the giant waterfall.
Let me guess, there's a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top? No, a
I
giant
wish I
bear.
could see more of Daddy's magic.
I shouldn't have brought it up so soon.
I wonder what happened to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone.
Mommy? You mean you weren't just, like, crap, what's it called? Parthenogenesis or whatever from your dad?
Yeah. Reproduced by budding.
Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother. Wait, is she my wife now?
But I'm my magic and great daddy, and a great daddy, even if he's unemployed. You know, I think things are gonna be okay.
I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. Not yet. So Trucy,
Yeah.
you're a professional?
Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs don't have to be frogs.
What? They say that?
I always thought it was funny though.
What was?
Are baby frogs called tadpoles?
I don't know. I think you're making up shit. What are you talking about?
Maybe they thought it'd be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid.
Right. So in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy?
That's right. Well, wanna see a twick?
Twick, oh no. You're going to do a magic twick?
Yeah.
Show me.
Yeah, show me.
Please, daughter. Actually, I would like to see your trick. Not love, sorry, that's a bit strong. The future of the agency depends on it, after all. Please don't be magic panties.
Spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da!
Hey folks, it's Mr. Hag. Gotta say, it's good to be seen. Yarg! Whoa, that was startling.
The amazing Mr. Hat, isn't he great?
Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service.
How can she drop her voice that?
Certainly makes an impression. What do you mean drop her voice?
Or is Mr. Hat sentient?
Her mouth's not moving.
Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy.
Though my routines do get a bit heady at times. Get it? Heady? My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Wow, I don't know why we had that in evidence. Could you tell me about your mommy? If it's okay?
Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage.
On stage? You mean with your daddy?
Yep. She was always there with Zach and Violet, smiling.
Until one day, he sawed her in half, and she bled out.
Mm-hmm.
But then she went away.
Went away?
It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished. I guess she didn't know how to get back.
Maybe so.
I cried then a lot.
Unlike when my daddy disappeared, I didn't cry at all.
That's when Daddy gave me this. Here.
This is your mother? She's
That's
beautiful.
such a weird... Like, she looks evil.
Like,
Like,
I'm
yeah,
gonna disappear.
like this is so Wa Lamaror coded. Like, this is just like the evil version of Lamaror.
First I'm gonna disappear, then I'm gonna pretend I'm blind, and then somebody else I have to take care of this little shit.
Her name is Thalassa. Thalassa Grammarly.
Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. I mean, she was either missing or dead.
Yeah, right. Because why would
And now
like,
her daddy.
why would Phoenix be the next in line to take care of her if her mother was still around?
Well, and he said that she has no family left. He looked up.
Yeah, yeah. Phoenix is just like nah. Oh, it's just he doesn't know what's going on.
He lost his badge, and like that was where most of his brain cells were. So,
Yeah, the few brain cells he had.
and now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes.
Hey, Daddy, you won't.
Don't worry, I won't vanish. I promise. I don't know how.
Wait, you can't even do magic. You like a backup plan. Daddy always said to have a backup plan.
I guess all I rate is a backup plan. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that.
It's okay. After all, we're family. I just hope you're ready.
I'm still not diaper
what?
potty trained.
He's not potty trained.
So I hope you're ready. It's gonna be a lot of work taking care of me.
I love the fact that she's sentient enough to realize that she requires a lot of work to take care of, but also not sentient enough to realize that if she's not potty trained, that it's somebody else's problem. Like, I wouldn't judge. Like, if a child at 8 still wasn't fully potty trained, I mean, sometimes it happens. I don't know children, but like, I definitely be like, okay, well, let's learn how to clean up after ourselves, so daddy doesn't have to clean up after you every single time. You know, like this is where you keep your diapers. This is how you wipe. That's how we're doing it. I'm not wiping an 8-year-old's butt. I'm just saying.
The White Galaxy opens tomorrow.
What? But are we representing anyone?
Me and you, that makes 2, Daddy.
I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent.
Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at.
Well, when you put it that way,
I mean, you don't have any tricks in the whole step-eyes? This will not do. The boy should always have a trick or 2 up his pocket.
okay, I'll think of something.
That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy.
Where's she going?
Welcome to the team, Daddy-O. The team, right. She's going home.
Where's she going?
She's going home.
She just lives by herself, or did she live with us?
I mean, she has her dad's house, probably.
I guess so. I mean, Japanese children are a lot more independent, you know, with the whole first tasks and everything.
And yet, she's not potty trained.
And yes, she's not potty trained, according to the lawyer building.
Unfortunately. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. I realized it was probably you, but whatever.
Yeah, probably. I told you it was going to be unhinged.
Okay, now what?
I guess, is there an order, or do we just have to, like, check all the boxes?
You have to check all 8 boxes.
It doesn't matter which order we do it?
Not really. I mean, it's order you'll get.
Okay, let's go to present. Because I don't want to, like, my voice already hurts from voicing Trucy.
Nope, no present yet.
Voice older. Oh,
They're all question marks.
we can't even. So we gotta do the pass first. Okay, I guess Drew Studio.
I mean, I feel like she's not going to be in any one of these other scenes. Otherwise, it would have made sense if he did the other ones first. I'm guessing this is Drew Misham.
I figured you'd come here sooner or later.
I decided on sooner. Drew Misham, was it?
I haven't done anything illegal.
I mean, you kind of really
you
did.
have.
You forged evidence.
Yeah, that's illegal.
And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions.
I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos.
Control?
Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching.
Camley?
Calmly. Calmly. Chamomile.
Did somebody say chamomile?
Chamomile. Right, that's the name of the character.
Yeah, my waifu.
Your waifu, Chamomile.
Yeah.
She committed murder, you know?
I mean, so do all my waifus. What's the point?
Fair enough. Yeah, statistically speaking, most of your waifus have committed some sort of murder. I admit, it made quite an impression on me.
Listen, I can fix her.
I'm sure you can.
I'm used to finding myself in.
Here comes a big sneeze. I'm muting.
I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations.
Nope. It didn't come. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can.
It's because you announced it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely by this person that's watching me intensely.
Intensely.
With no whites in his eyes. Oh, or maybe by this toddler.
And this is my daughter, Vera. Say hello.
Oh, I have a daughter too. You want to meet her?
Y'all can be friends.
I have a daughter too. Maybe they know each other.
Yeah, maybe they know each other.
She's gone.
Shall we begin then?
Judging from this place, you're a painter?
Not sadly a profitable one. I've never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I would be able to get by were it only me.
Your daughter?
Her mother grew weary of me and left.
Wow, all these mothers disappearing.
I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That's why I began my other occupation.
Forgeries.
Oh, I like this design now.
Why?
Because of like his hair is like floofed up like that because he fidgets with it when he's stressed out. And I don't know if your hair texture does this.
No.
But as somebody with very curly, naturally curly hair, I can brush it and style it and it will look a certain way. But if I touch it at all, it immediately starts to puff up. So I thought it was weird that his hair was like that, but like it's like a nice little like it makes sense. It makes sense that his hair would be like sticking up like that.
Okay.
That's cool. I didn't express that I didn't like his design.
I think it's still longer on one side, but
it is longer on one side, but still, look, it's because he's emo. That's how he styles it normally. This is how he styles it when he wakes up, and then over the day, he keeps poofing it up. You know, it's like nobody understands me. And he has his, covering his head. You know about that, Chat JV. Don't act like you didn't live through that era.
Read the lines.
Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. More than half of the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for.
But some of your works aren't paintings, correct?
You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting.
What?
To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never imagined the possibility.
Then why did you take the job?
I was well paid, very well paid.
Gave me $100,000 and a stamp.
Yeah. I love that stamp so very much. See, I have his frame right there.
I think he feels worse about it than I do. That past is hard to escape.
Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course.
Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he's made. Looks like I have to remind him. Remind him, dude.
Show him the forgery. You made this. You made this.
Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy. But that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me.
I knew it would be difficult to escape this.
Then let's talk.
Honestly, $100,000 for forged evidence, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, depending on the crime, right? 'Cause,
He
like,
didn't
how
know.
long is
He just
jail
said though
time
he
for?
didn't know it was going to be used as evidence.
Yeah.
He was just like, here, $100,000. Can you make this thing?
Can you? Yeah. Well, I guess like it's a like what is the what is the crime like of art forgery in general? Right? Is that even a thing? I wouldn't be, right? Because like I can make a copy of like Starry Night, but as long as like I'm not selling it, that's just I chose to make a
I
copy.
feel
of
like
it.
I'm gonna get on a watch list.
No, don't look it
art,
up. Don't
I'm
look
just
it up. It
looking.
doesn't matter.
Is art forgery illegal? In our area of the world, yes. It's claiming or making fake certificates of authenticity. If you try to pass it off as the original, it's now illegal.
Yeah. So him just painting a copy of something is not in and of itself illegal because he's not the one that's saying that they're the original.
I imagine they'd be able to have a court case and try to prove intent. If he painted it, if they could prove reasonable intent that he painted it trying to make it pass off as a identical copy, then yeah, possibly. Because I mean, to some degree, it's also like trademarked, I believe, or is it copyright?
Yeah. Like definitely, it's like again, it's that concept, right? It's like, oh, somebody's paying me to paint this painting that I know was stolen, and they want it to be identical. Like he should know reasonably what that means, right? Whereas like again, me painting a near identical copy of Starry Night doesn't mean anything because I wouldn't be trying to say that it's an original Van Gogh, you know?
Yeah, for the person trying to sell it off as the original, it's probably a pretty cut and close like case. For somebody like him, they'd probably be able to have a court trial and try to prove intent and try to prove that reasonably, like that he would know things. But like it probably could go either way depending on the lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my guess. Again, I'm not a lawyer. Disclaimer. Don't take my legal advice. You'll probably be found guilty of murder, even if it's not a murder case.
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't take our legal advice ever.
Oh, then ready to tell me about this work you did?
It was unlike anything I'd attempted before.
I guess it would have been a little different from paintings.
That's not what I mean. Give me a second.
Okay.
My dad called me, and I don't know if he needs anything or just forgot that I'm busy right now.
Fair.
Okay, all done. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy.
This wasn't a copy?
The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client.
So you used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote.
Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature.
So, who was your client?
As I said in court, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I never met them. Not personally. Wow.
A psych lock. Of course.
Cyclox.
Seems like you're still hiding
Such a
something.
surprise. I mean, I'm happy to use them because I think they're fun.
Something
But,
about this
like-
work. I mean, they're better than Apollo's thing. So.
Yeah, I vastly prefer it to. Oh, my bracelet's getting real tight.
Stepsister.
No.
What?
Uh,
I said that innocently. You can't prove any intent.
I can't prove any intent.
Something about this work.
Uh,
My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. Listen, we're just going
A
to say that
certain
much
case.
because we don't want to be here all day. You could show me the locks on people's hearts. That was shady. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all. And the Magatama ends it.
Oh, God. Here, I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We could probably go a little bit over if you need to when I come back.
Okay. Well, Shady takes care of what he needs to take care of. So there's one more stream this week, and that will be on Thursday at 5 p.m. Where we will be continuing the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask Randomizer. So hopefully we're getting close to the end of that, because that's been going on for a while, and I don't have much more time before we are getting into other stuff, which I will announce. The rest of the month is kind of going to be just more of the same. Tuesday. Well, we're getting to the end of this game, and if we finish this game, I will discuss it probably in more detail with Inheritance after stream, but it sounds like he's leaning towards us going right into the next Ace Attorney game after this. So Tuesdays, once we're finished with this, which we're nearly at the end, we will be possibly starting up the next Ace Attorney game. If it's a different game, I'll let you know. Either way, we'll stick to Tuesday still. Thursdays, once I finish the randomizer, we're going to probably go into Monster Sanctuary, where we're going to be doing a randomized Nuzlocke. I played that before, but not with a Nuzlocke and not on stream and not randomizer. I just did vanilla on my own. Figured we'd do them back to back. Yeah, I mean, it seems like we probably will. I was just going to clarify if Inheritance wanted something to break up the games, since they're long. But it sounds like he's leaning towards us just doing them back to back. As I've said, it's not as important to have to play them back to back as it was with the original trilogy. They're not going to be super connected, but I have no issues with playing them back to back, so. Played what, but not a Nuzlocke? Monster Sanctuary. I played Monster Sanctuary on my own, but Like, you know that, Shady. But after the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask randomizer, I'm probably doing a Monster Sanctuary randomized Nuzlocke. And that's kind of the upcoming stream plans. There is a multi-person stream event that I will be starting in June. I will announce it in the near future. But there's a few other streamers that are going to be working with it that I'm organizing it. It's going to be something that'll probably take a couple months. So stay tuned for that. And that's kind of what I'm ready to announce in terms of stream stuff. There's lots of stuff I want to get to streams for. One of the things I want to maybe this year get to is doing Pokemon Infinite Fusions. Right, that's an Infinite Fusion. I don't think there's an S at the end. So there's like some other things I have that I don't know the order of things that I want to get to. I also kind of wanted to do either the Lost Kingdoms randomizer or Lost Kingdoms 2. Vanilla Lost Kingdoms 2. There's no Lost Kingdoms 2 randomizer that I know of. In not stream related stuff, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door comes out this week. I have it pre-ordered at Best Buy, which I'm going to be picking up on Thursday, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to avoid any information because the game started kind of leaking. I know it's a remake, but for new stuff, but it does sound like there is new content that they didn't announce, so I'm looking forward to that. I'd be looking forward to it anyways. It's a fun game. And that's kind of all I'm getting this month. Because once I get through that, I want to play through Persona 4 Golden. And I've been playing a lot of Marvel's Midnight Suns. And like I've kind of gotten hooked on it. I like the gameplay. Except for I don't like exploring the hub area. It's kind of frustrating to me looking for materials and stuff. I like the story though and the main gameplay. Yeah, it's good, Shady. I'm glad I waited until the DLC was all out because I'm getting the DLC as I go. I already have Deadpool unlocked and I'm in the middle of unlocking Morbius, which I knew very little about Morbius, and he's a character. I'm loving Deadpool though. Deadpool is so good. The hub is very annoying. Yeah, it's the least favorite part is the hub. I wish I could skip it. It reminds me kind of a worse version of the Fire Emblem Three Houses hub, where I just want to get to the gameplay, but there's a bunch of stuff I got to do between the gameplay. But I'm kind of getting used to it. I'm sure by the end I'm still not going to like the hub. But it looks like we are ready to continue. Deadpool's great. Morbius probably second favorite mechanically. Deadpool though. Deadpool is so OP. Like I'm wrecking crap when I'm Deadpool. His mechanics are so good. But let's continue. So you back? In here?
Oh. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Do we think we can break this lock, or should we come back here?
I would assume we don't have enough information.
Okay. Do you want to examine anything, or just we probably don't need to?
Is examining a thing we're gonna have to do in the past?
Unknown.
I guess we can examine.
I don't want to like waste a lot of time examining everything.
Examine the stamp.
Actually, what is this?
The letter.
What's this painting here?
Oh, that's one of mine. It's an illustration for a book. It's not on sale yet, of course, but I thought it might be a good business.
Yeah, Shady, I could talk to you more about it when we see each other next. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table.
Not a feeling I know anything about. At least not yet.
Did we do this in the wrong order then? Like he hasn't officially adopted
I think
her?
this was further down the list, so maybe it was still the right order, but maybe he just hasn't had to worry about feeding her yet, because, like,
Yeah.
timeline events.
I will tell you though, knowing what we know and knowing that Vera is the one that is putting money on the table for them, it's kind of really interesting to hear Drew saying the things he's saying.
I mean,
he's trying to like
didn't
garner
they-
sympathy.
Didn't they establish, though, that...
Oh, I can't hear you. Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
I couldn't
Okay.
hear you at first, but then I suddenly could hear you again.
Okay.
Yeah. It fixed itself quickly.
Yeah, given... I think it was implied that she's only been doing the forgeries, and at this point in time, only one thing had been forged. It was her first thing. This...
No, I think only one thing that wasn't a painting was forged. Like he implied at the beginning that he had forged other things. He's like, I know
yeah,
that the
but this
paintings that come
is
here
talking
are
about the
stolen.
illustration for a book. She hasn't done the children's illustrations. That was what he was doing.
Yeah, he does children's illustrations, but like he said, it only pays enough to feed one person.
Did he say that?
Yeah, it's like if I were alone, that'd be fine, but you know, because I have to feed two people, like I have to resort to forging.
Okay, he did say though, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he's lying. I'm saying that it's interesting to know because
Like,
knowing that. Because knowing that the reason why they even have a roof over their heads is the daughter.
I feel like if
it's
I was
very like
I feel like if I was a dad, yeah, I'd too like to put food on the table for my kids.
yeah, like it's
Whether
like,
I'm able to or not.
It's like yeah, I'm ashamed that I have to make my daughter do this. Like I wish I could just do it. But
I wish I could just commit
arse-
federal crimes, but like
yeah. I wasn't born with, I guess, eidetic hand coordination. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what it is. It's not. It's not an eidetic memory.
It's nothing. It's nothing possible because she can forge. She said she can make anything, pretty much, a copy of anything.
Yeah, she can
That's
forge
not
fingerprints.
Yeah, that's not a skill to be born with or that can be learned. That is a series of
That's a
many
magical
skills.
power.
That is many individual skills.
Yeah, she's literally magic. Like it's the only way. And in this game, magic exists. So
Okay. What did you say you think might be worth?
the stamp, the nail polish, and the letter.
Maybe I'll just sidle on over here for a closer look.
Oh my gosh.
But
Sorry for laughing so close to the mic. I normally try to pull away, but that's so funny. Let me just sidle over here to get a closer look. Immediate freaking cyborg noises of his aperture, like closing in.
I thought it was like, I don't know, like a mechanical like camera sound. It sounded like a camera sound to me.
Yeah. That's the aperture of the camera. Like
It was-
so, the
it was the
implication is
zoom.
that Phoenix's eyes are camera apertures.
They just like telescope out of his eye sockets like in a round
Yeah,
over to
just
there. Like he's still standing on the other side of the room with Misham, facing Misham, but they go off at a weird angle.
This unhinged. She just has snail eye stalks.
That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp?
Please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble.
Hmm?
That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it.
I promise I won't use it for 7 years, though.
Yeah. In 7 years' time, however.
That's Zach and Valent, the Grammarys, isn't it? Let's just pretend there's not a woman in the middle.
Isn't that an accurate description of the current at the time, right?
I think current probably still. But like
Current probably still.
But like every single time they have used this image, they've like never mentioned her in the picture.
Listen, the Lhasa Grammary does not exist.
Okay, Bazingze. There's no war.
There's no war. So by process of elimination, she would have to have the spade, right? Because Zach
guess.
has the club. Trucy has
No,
the
the
diamond.
spade was Magnifi.
Then what would she have? The diamond as well?
What's
She
the
like
fifth
Trucy
suit?
inherited
What's
the diamond?
What's the fifth suit in tarot?
There's cups, pentacles,
Yeah,
swords,
cups are hearts.
wands.
Cups became hearts. Swords became
pentacles
spades.
Yeah. So
'Cause-
swords, pentacles, cups, heart, and wands. So that's all 5.
Hearts became hearts.
There are no hearts in
Oh
tarot.
wait, what were the 5? Swords, cups, pentacles.
Swords, cups, pentacles,
Oh, cups became hearts.
wands.
I don't remember. I don't know which of the 5 tarots got lost in the switch to our suits. I know.
We can keep doing.
I know they came.
Issued that commemorative stamp last year.
I know our suits of playing cards came from the tarot and they dropped one. I don't off the top of my head know which one was dropped.
I'm looking at
They're not. It's not going to be relevant anyways. I'm sure she doesn't have a dropped tarot while the others have the current playing card suits.
Yeah, but now I'm curious.
Well, whenever you're ready.
When the Grammarys were at the height of their popularity.
Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth.
Okay, clubs became wands, hearts became cups, spades became swords, and diamonds became pentacles.
Well, you did it backwards, but sure. Yeah.
Okay. And there's yeah. Okay. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. She watched them every time they came on TV until the end.
I see.
That stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it.
Okay, so what was the second thing you wanted to examine? You know, the
The
stones.
nail polish and the letter, I guess. Just the stuff that's relevant.
That's a pretty bottle.
Don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble.
Hmm?
It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. She looks at it often.
There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. What's this red envelopey?
Oh, don't touch that. Letters are quite important.
The painter's face just changed hues. Guess I'd better behave. It was tempting to just grab it. Okay, do we think there's anything else? Should we
I
try?
don't think so.
Should we try or do you think we can't get it yet?
I think we can't get it yet. But we
Okay.
can always try, and then if we fail, we just leave. There's no penalty.
Is there no penalty? There's usually a penalty.
Is there?
Hey, usually it costs your health bar. Some of your health bar. Well, if you get anything wrong in it.
Yeah.
I guess you could usually just leave mid thing.
Ooh, 3D.
You're hiding something. Let's hear it then.
Oh, there's a health bar.
What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham?
I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I've never met the client.
True, when I asked the client's name, There were no Cyclops in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense.
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, I've made my stand, no backing down now. So what's Misham hiding? Do we not know, or...
The sample.
It's the sample?
No, wait. I mean, he's also hiding the forger because he didn't do it.
But he said he doesn't know the forger.
He doesn't know the client. I know he doesn't know the client.
Oh no, he's hiding the forger. Because the forger is his daughter.
Yeah, we know that. So
Phoenix doesn't know that though.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We could do that one, I guess.
I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said.
What is it then?
You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Cyclops.
Psycholocks? Is that some sort of asylum security? Or new hairstyle, perhaps?
Wait, are you Edgeworth's father? Psycholocks? That's what he used it. That's what Edgeworth said when he had the Magatama for one case. Half a case.
Psycholocks.
But then they did it. But then they did show up, didn't they? Who's your client?
As I said, I do not know.
Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester.
I've never met them. Not personally.
Not personally. Those words triggered the psych lock.
Again with the psycholocks. Now I really must know what they are.
So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence.
Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me.
Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Cyclops. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there.
And your conclusion is?
The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham.
Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could have it been but me?
That's the real question, ain't it? If the forger wasn't you, not many people to choose from. The real forger at Drew's studio is...
We definitely had enough. We don't even need evidence. We don't even need evidence.
Trucy Enigma.
Trucy Enigma. Oh, we missed the opportunity to see that Apollo is 15 right now. That was relevant, apparently. He's on the list. Okay. He looks identical. Like, he looks unchanged.
He looks a little more baby-faced.
But he's wearing his iconic red vest.
You can't tell what he's wearing. He's wearing something red with a white collar.
Fine.
Maybe he just always picked the same color scheme.
Wait, I want to see how old Kristoff is. Come on. So fun.
25.
25.
Same age as Phoenix.
32. And then who else is fun? Thalassa. Definitely not Lamaror. 33. Okay, continue. Who else is on here?
Vera.
Oh, she's 12. Okay. So she's 4 years older than Trucy.
And Magnifi's age is deceased because that's how age works.
Shout out to everybody who's age deceased.
Okay. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it?
Ridiculous. Wait, how old is Zach? I'm sorry. I'm trying to do the math of when Trucy.
40.
He's 40. And then Thalassa, how old is she? 33?
Yes.
7 year.
She would have been 25. Difference. He would have been 32. That's fine.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Listen, everything after 25, like, brains are fully developed. Like,
yeah,
there will be some
25.
There'll be some life experience differences, but, like, I mean, people also experience life at different rates anyways. Like,
Yeah. I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum. As long as they're both legal adults, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's only I mean, 7 years, and they're above the age of 30. And I mean, again, I guess she was 25 at least. But like, they also probably were working together for a while at that point in time.
I've always been more of for landscapes, not surrealism.
Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. Got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The psych-locks tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself. Bless you.
Thank you. Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
Psycho-lock. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her.
A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently.
I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now.
Do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then?
Actually, the client came once. Here to the studio.
What? Nani? Why didn't you say so sooner?
Nani? But their face was covered and they did not want to talk to me.
So, they talked to your daughter?
I will speak only with the artist, the client told me.
And that little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity.
Your daughter.
Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more. Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? I mean, we've exhausted...
Save it for later. We can always talk to...
We've
or
exhausted...
if we save it for later, it's just going to boot us back out.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted everything with him.
Okay, so talk to Vera.
Mr. Misham, I have a request.
Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter.
Can I?
My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so, in fact. With only one exception.
Which was?
Oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort.
She's never laughed before. Please, let me speak with her.
All right. Oh, I get it.
What? She loves him?
'Twas... Her Kokoro went Doki Doki Literature Club. It was Valent. That's why she was able to talk to him, because she's like, she idolizes him. She's like,
A celebrity.
Uh-oh, this could be tough.
like you can't tell me that. Like, no matter how jaded you were in your jaded era, if your favorite... What, am I frozen?
No, she's biting her nails. Phoenix,
No!
Phoenix!
No, Curse! Curse, get it out of here!
It's not my fault that's canon now, thanks for the manga.
It's not canon. The mangas are not part of the canon. You can't make me agree with that. You can't make me agree with that. For those of you who don't know, you're better off not knowing, but I'm going to tell you anyways.
Don't tell them.
I'll keep my hand up for the spoiler. Until my hand comes down, this is spoiler territory for the manga, apparently. Phoenix fetishizes girls biting their nails. That's a thing, canonically, according to the manga. That's it. Spoiler done. He's a freak! Okay, let's continue.
There was it. Would you like to have a friendly chat? But please keep chewing on the nail. Don't let me stop you. I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer and pianist. Already? I didn't think he already was playing piano, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for the keys that say do, re, mi. Can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl. Vera, was it? Would you like to have a friendly chat? I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer and pianist. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
You gotta show her something. You gotta show her. Oh, show her the locket that has Thalas's picture on it.
This?
The locket.
Let's show her this.
That has Thalas's picture on it.
I don't know. I think she'd like this.
I don't think she would.
She likes magicians. I'm sure of the stamp.
She would.
What do you think about this?
You gotta
it just made her nervous.
Open it. You just gotta open
it's
it.
Something to grab her attention, but what?
I guess the stamp.
I could try to open it. I can't open it. Oh, wait. I have to click the little spot right there. So this is Trucy's mother,
Why
Thalassa.
does she look like that?
She's pretty. I could picture her on stage with Zach, biting her nail. Still, she looks like a down-to-earth type, too. I guess Trucy takes after her.
Cancelled.
I guess. I mean, I don't think it mattered about opening it.
Yeah.
And then there's this.
Am I voicing her?
Didn't you voice her before?
Yeah. I voice Phoenix and you voice Phoenix.
Yeah, well, that was because he's protagonist. So.
My stamp.
Wow. Yes, I took your stamp, and if you don't tell me everything, you will never see it again. That's how you talk to kids. Hey, she spoke.
No, I mean
she can talk.
That's how you talk. Like that's how I talk to my niece and nephew. But that's because they know that I'm kidding, and it's very funny. Because for as much as I scream, like I don't hang out with them nearly enough for them to have developed my personality type. But they're very much like me in that way. They just like to be extremely overperformative about everything, and it's very funny.
Yeah, so the stamp. How can I keep her talking?
Great magicians, aren't them?
Love the frame.
Love the frame.
Isn't troop grammar amazing? Yes?
Oh.
Especially like those two, Zach and Valent. I mean, they're just so magical. I don't care about the girl, though. Like, specifically those two. Like, literally, that's all he called out. He's like, there's 3 people there. And he's like, I specifically like the 2 that we won't ever talk about.
Yikes.
Aren't they?
I was really hoping she would get defensive and be like, no, I like the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I go to one of the shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know?
Me too. I love them. They're so cool.
Man, talking to kids is so easy.
I mean, yeah, it is.
It's like magic, yeah.
All right, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start.
I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Grammar Museum of Magic.
The Grammar Museum? They have one of those? I guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows?
Just one when I was little with Father. The Grammys on stage, it was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together, they do it all.
Yeah, maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this. You know, about Zack and Valent, maybe.
Oh, sure.
Alright, better get asking before she changes her mind. Now I'm not talking.
I was gonna say, like, is that gonna be a fail state because you didn't talk about?
There's no fail states
The
outside of
thing that you
court.
I don't know. Like maybe she would have like closed up again, so you need to show the stamp again. I don't know, man.
And then Phoenix dies.
I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here.
Why don't you like the outside?
There's bad people out there.
Well, true, but there are lots of good people too.
Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once.
Kidnapped? I know a lot of people that have been kidnapped. Well, mostly one, but been kidnapped multiple times.
Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house.
I see. Wait, that doesn't make sense. She said she went to the Grammar Museum. With you, in fact.
Yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me.
The person gave me a good luck charm
A good luck charm?
for when I absolutely had to go outside.
Yes, apparently she received something, a gift. From that client, actually. She won't tell me what it was.
Father, I told you to keep that a secret.
From that client, huh? This I have to hear about. But not yet. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things?
I really like painting a lot. Father is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same.
So you did this too?
Oh, yes, that was my first job.
Your first?
All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this was totally different. The pen slips and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope to analyze it on the computer.
She seems happy. Odd, her work was the last nail in the Grammar coffin. Guess no one told her. Why would they?
They're the best in the world.
Huh? Oh, you mean Troop Grammar? Of course.
Father gave it to me.
Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it.
Oh, I guess I just took it, yeah.
Took it?
Father got a letter from that person.
That person? You mean that letter was from the client?
Oh, we talked about the Grammarys forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to send it back, so I took it.
They're a sneaky one, this client. They were trying to get on her good side. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them? What's this about a good luck charm you received?
I can't talk about it.
Eh?
If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but I really, really have to know. Right, time to do some psych unlocking. Should we just go into the psych lock, or?
Yeah, we can attempt it. I don't know if we have everything.
You seem to trust this client. Quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you the stamp?
No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem.
The problem that keeps her inside all the time?
Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm.
A good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm?
The stage pistol.
Do we have it, or?
I don't know if we have it, because it wouldn't be the stamp, because she thinks her dad gave her the stamp.
Well, she said she took it, but she knows it came in the letter. And it sounds like it was handed to her by the client directly.
I mean, you saved already, right?
Yeah. I don't think we have it.
I don't think we have it, yeah.
I mean, I have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. And it's probably nothing in this room, right?
Not that I can see.
The nail polish? We don't have that nail polish, though. We looked at it.
We looked at it. Didn't give us the option to take it.
I guess maybe we'll come back. We have to go back here because there's something I forgot to do.
Check the plant.
Yeah. My mentor's favorite plant, Charlie. I guess watering Charlie's my only real job now. Wait, I have a child now. I can't feed Trucy like this. She probably needs more than the occasional watering, too, I'm guessing.
Huh?
Also, since we're here, an old movie poster hangs on the wall. Finally found out the title after not knowing for the longest time. Actually went to the movie the other day. Cried my eyes out. Just thinking about it makes you tear up. Wait, it's just allergies, really? I should show it to her when she's a little older. Wait, what was it called again? I guess they don't want to mention Mia, because then they have to explain who Mia is. For a game that's relevant.
I mean, they don't want to explain who Maya is either.
Yeah, because that poster, and I should remember, but that was the poster of the first movie that ever made Mia cry. So
I didn't remember that, no.
Yeah, so the fact that he finally saw it and it made him cry, I guess, is like kind of touching. Okay.
Detention center.
Oh, sorry, I pressed the other button. I wasn't sure. Detention center number 1?
Yeah.
7 years ago, detention center, visitor's room. With strange sight doth mine eyes behold. Excuse me. 2 men on either side of a single transparent pane, yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. There's been no proof that I forged anything, nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall. Well, does he already have a job?
I guess so.
But since you're here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Niffy Grammary, for one. Who pulled that trigger, Valent or his partner Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Talk. The fateful trial. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear and he never even touched it. Wow.
Got him.
Glorious spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? Light? Swords revealing light?
No.
Zach Gramarye killed Magnifi. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public's opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valent. And also, yes, now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifi's repertoire is mine. Valent Gramarye has a tradition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And he can't pay for that kind of publicity. The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valent. After all, you received one of those letters too. You're just as obligated to follow Magnifi's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zach Gramarye followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished,
What?
the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? Want to know what Magnifi had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Ah ha 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 ha! Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets.
Oh, dang.
Didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. You don't think we probably have it, do we?
I certainly don't think we have all the tools. That's too many Cyclops.
Defendant lobby number 2, I guess?
Defendant lobby number 2. Oh, we got a blue check when we have everything.
Yeah. 7 years prior. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day.
Oh, I deeply regret having to declare a verdict this way. This trial is over.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Zach?
there's one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about?
I am talking about this.
Zvari! Sorry.
So,
But, Mr. Enigmar.
That's the fence. Escape. Finds it. Quick!
Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape.
When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate.
Hey, you there, sir! Down to the hands! Floor on your head! Now, now, now!
floor on your head.
What's the big idea? My ears!
Non-authorized personnel are allowed in here.
That would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed.
Zoink!
I just...
Why is his... What?
What? Yo, you don't remember him at
Why-
all?
No, I know this is Mike. I'm like...
He always
but,
had
like,
that.
His,
The handcuff, like, choking him.
He has a handcuff to a carib to a lanyard. Is that what that was?
I don't know. He's always
Yeah,
done
like what
that.
is he pulling?
His neck?
He's just like it's green.
I just say it like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Wait, we've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there's only now, sir.
That's from my linguist heads out there.
Okay.
Present progressive. That's funny.
The bailiff, right? Yes, sir. Court bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff of this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But you were a regular police officer once, right? I don't remember the past. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir.
Yeah, I mean, he already established that he lives in the present progressive.
Yeah.
He would canonically not remember the past.
I mean, he just straight up said, there is no past, there's only now. He's a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no past, there's only now.
Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friend, my girl, and even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but this is my only change of clothes. But last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform... I'd take it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. I don't think that's... I mean, you're showing up to work... How does this work?
Yeah, no,
that can't be legal.
Very unclear.
So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day. I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs full of hope, and tragedy strikes. Is there anything you could tell me about it? About Zach Gramarie's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. Well, yes, I'd say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams shut. The door slams open. Slam! And some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face! So you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes! And I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. I chased that silk cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here.
It'd be very funny if Mike just casually carried a diagram to prove his innocence. Like, I did my job. Here's a diagram to prove it. It's like, man, like, we get it. We really appreciate the hard work, but, like, I don't know if that's necessary.
This also isn't a very necessary diagram. This is very simple. Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself. Nary a friend to call my own. Okay, and where did Zach Grambry run after busting through the courtroom door? He went up like this, and around the corner, like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw that magic man run to the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Well, I remember it like it was right here, because it was! Lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke, he was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something?
Yeah, Phoenix didn't even decide lock for that one.
I don't know. Already, though, 3 psych locks in one case, but I guess I gotta get them all.
Yeah, they're really
quick.
going hard on the psych locks.
So Zach was in this room when he vanished. Absolutely, sir. I saw with my own eyes. I forgot I have 2. That red silk hat, that flowing cape. He ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape. That's Zach, all right. But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking? It's been quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Here we go. Cyclox, I should have known. Do we know?
I mean, Mr. Hat? Does he have a Mr. Hat?
How'd that make him vanish?
It went into our evidence. I feel like that's relevant.
Do you think we have what we need?
We can try, certainly.
Disappearing trick. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey! What's the atmosphere over here all of a sudden? You know something, and I'm going to figure out what. Zarek Grammary vanished from this room. How do you do it? How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say Sir! Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding anything? Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and... Listen! It was impossible! What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you just say? Yerk. Sir, did I just say something, sir? No, you screamed it through the megaphone of yours. Well, I don't have any conception of the past, so... There's someone else in the room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in the state of not talking. It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was here in the room that day.
Trucy
and Nigmar.
See, like, what's he pulling? Does he have like a dog collar on? You can't check the history to check who's he's pulling.
No, I was trying to see what he said at the end. It was like, circle. I wasn't able to look at the animation. I was reading 5 billion Sir Eyes. So
Sergal is my favorite Pokemon, by the way.
Oh, that's my favorite Family Matters character.
Did I search that?
I've never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it.
See, look. See it? What is
that? It stopped now.
Dog collar?
No, because it does, I mean, it's just a collar, I guess. A band?
That's what I'm saying. Is that like a rubber band that he has around his neck? To like limit how much, like, I don't even know.
Sir, that day.
Oh, he's holding a good luck charm, though.
Room,
that's
sir.
fun. That's
he's been holding it. I've wondered about that. That day she was here in that room, sir, but he wasn't. You mean you chased into this room, You chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was not how to mistake a girl for a 7-foot tall magician. 7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramery. But you saw something, and therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar?
Yeah, and then Mr. Hat.
What's that? God, that was the word. What was that?
That was pretty bad. I commend you. You certainly did the thing.
That girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So, it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir? Come again? At night, on stage, I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat. He really exists.
You did it.
I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. That Gramery exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room, sir. That Gramery, don't even think you can escape Meekins! Down in your hands, floor on your head! Hello?
Something the matter, mister?
No, that is... Sir! I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir! That Gramery, do you know him?
Oh, I love Samba Grammy. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan.
I see. That's why you're wearing that costume you're wearing. Anyway, that very same Zach came into this room.
But no one's being here except me.
But he has to be here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. So, Tracy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him. Mr. Hat. Oh, Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had all been a long dream. A dream that lasted a week? Well, it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat.
He's sad Mr. Hat disappeared.
Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door, and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat. Ah, and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, while you're standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner. He had most likely run through the closed door into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit. And at that very moment, Tracy runs into lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Zach Gramery's red cape, fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir! All my days of posing queries, making inquiries, and chasing queries wasted! As if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die! Or the scattered remains of a messily eaten chocolate parfait! Such sweet sorrows.
I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case. It's an honor, sir! I apologize to people many, many times. Sometimes more than once. But this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me! Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now. Is that so? Sir, you should know that I harbor no ill feelings whatsoever in my harbor. Okay. I let the defendant escape, that's the stone cold truth. Just another step in my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great Detective Gumshoe! Or Mr. Meekins. This is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want it. It's an honor, sir. Sir, I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free. Right. I'll see you in court next time then, sir. I look forward to it. I mean, I'm disbarred, but sure. All days run Zach Graham. All days. This is, I think this is
All
you, anyways.
days were on Zach Gramity, that I in court.
I think this is you, anyways.
Yeah, because it is Livewire flavored. You're right.
All eyes were on Zach Granbury that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery's been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I meet him again.
Mike Meetum.
Mike Meetums.
Does this let us? Yeah. Oh, we can!
Fun.
The Borscht Bowl Club. Present day Borscht Bowl Club.
Oh, what do you mean present day? You're in jail and or dead. It's not clear.
I will be taking my leave now. You still have work to do at the back of the office.
Look, you still have work to do at. Whoa, that's not even right. Still have work to do back at the office. There we go. Thank you, Lord.
Where did we get it? Oh, Wonder Bar. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. Oh, no, that's you. Crap.
No, that's me. I told you that this splitting of lines is going to be the end of us.
Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, I'd prefer you. It's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. Two hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight.
Are you future Shady Enigma?
No, I think
forgot
you're.
who voiced him.
Nobody did because he died before we had voice. But I think you're. I think
okay.
you'd stick with him. Yeah.
Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding. I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true.
Oh, God.
God.
Why?
I don't know if you saw the light in my eyes. Like I
No,
literally,
those glaring
what I can only
glasses.
describe as like true shock. Like I was shocked. I don't know. Like obviously my face is not very expressive, but I can't even see you right now because I feel like you're making fun of me in this conversation.
And this is a friend of yours?
Ah, don't mind me. I'm just a friendly neighborhood newsman.
Are you telling me this entire time he was at the scene of the crime for the first case? We just didn't know.
Isn't it better that way?
Like there were.
Do you really
There were
want
only
to?
2 people in that room. Lies. There wasn't even 3 people in that room. There wasn't even 4 people in that room. There was
Everybody was
5 people
actually
in that
there
room.
except for Apollo. The judge was there.
Yeah, literally everybody was there. Trucy was having borscht. Like, that bowl is for her.
Maya was there.
Yeah.
Mia was there.
Hey, Nick. I heard they make good borscht here, so I came back from the dead. Yeah, I brought it back. No big deal. I can do that now.
I'm a level 12 necromancer.
Yeah, Pearl's a necromancer too now, I guess. That's the lore.
Actually, she's a lich now.
Oh, yeah. You'll never guess what her phylactery is. He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition be between us, no others. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists. And I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Oh, God. Oh, God.
What?
This is such a if I didn't enjoy the experience of playing this game with you, I would literally be so stressed right now thinking that I just like
Back at the start.
had a lapse in memory and like this is all still the beginning of the first case and I just like fever dreamed everything up until now.
Oh yeah, those actually weren't separate cases. That was all flashbacks. We're still in case 1.
Yeah, we're still in the first case. we got 4 more cases to go. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Boat Club if you want a real game. That guy never lost. People don't come here to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes? But before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith.
For a moment, I thought those prices said $350, $600, and $900, but on the
Is it
blackboard.
$3.50?
Is it yen? Could that be yen?
That doesn't look like a yen symbol. That looks like an
I
A
mean,
with a
the
line
stuff
drawn
next
through
to it doesn't look like any language I know either, so...
It looks like it's a mix between katakana, something, definitely, or hiragana.
Yeah, so I'm kind of assuming they
'Cause,
just
like,
kind of
the-
made a vague currency symbol.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of Japanese writing and like Arabic writing too. At the very top.
Russian?
from the
I mean,
looks
this
of
place
it.
is Russian.
Yeah. Interesting.
You read this one, right? Yeah.
Oh, and I'm Breschel. Spark Breschel. News reporter.
Was his name actually Spark Brushel?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was just an alias, and he just like shittily used his real last name but a different first name.
No, he's Spark Brushel.
Okay.
My parents really liked the name Spark. They named their dog that, and then they named me that.
I'm... No. Phoenix, right? Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am. Have we met? Ah!
today in this courtroom. You cannot declare me guilty.
What are you talking about? It's like we've seen this scene 3 times today.
Ugh, tell me about it. I've been talking about this. Pocket sand.
Mr. Nigmar.
The defendant's escaped. Find him quick.
Bailiff, close all exits from the building. I'm at it, sir.
Yeah, every time we
I'm a
learn a
double.
little bit more.
He must not be allowed to escape.
Hi, Daddy. Card number 2. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You can't be, but you're... Zach Grammary? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I only have an audience of 1. You.
I mean, I'm here too, but...
Zach Grammary? This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life.
You there.
Ah.
Olga. My sweetheart, my love. I missed you so. We will play soon. Ready the room.
I will be preparing the hideout for you.
Can't wait to see the lobster that's in that borscht for some reason.
It's lobster borscht.
Lobster borscht. At that point, it's just lobster soup.
We were
It
out,
just
we were
happens to
out
have
of
beets in it.
we were out of beets, and this was the only other red thing I could find.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I like that. They're out of beets, so Olga just found the first red thing she found, and it just happened to be a lobster. Like, that's so Yusuke Kitagawa of you. Just be like, yeah, random lobster.
Are you really him? These at Grammary?
No, I'm Shitty Smith. Remember this.
How many years has it been now? 6?
In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I cost you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I've come. That and to settle the matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Those eyes, he's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so I've decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it is. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything's about the competition, all else is secondary. Perhaps we should take the time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me. And I you.
We competed that day 7 years ago, too.
Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue? That's you.
Who is this?
Is this past Phoenix Wright?
2. Oh. No, this is the
One?
cards. This is you.
1?
Showdown time.
Okay,
I thought this was a flashback. Is this a flash forward? No, see, this is past.
Okay.
I don't know who lost. Did you lose or did I lose?
No,
Or did I lose?
because Zach. That's why he's here for a rematch because he lost before and he hates losing.
Okay, I lost.
It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time and only lost twice.
Nope.
What?
I think that was me.
Oh, I thought it was
doesn't matter,
Phoenix.
go ahead.
Oh, I guess Phoenix hasn't lost ever. So yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Unhinged. I told you.
Well,
This
there's no
entire
names.
stream.
There's no names.
Yeah. I know, but I'm not saying that it's anyone's fault. I'm just saying, this whole stream it portended from the beginning that it was gonna be unhinged. A game I've played for a long time and only lost twice.
Who was the first?
The man I killed, of course.
You
You
chose.
choose your defense attorneys by playing poker.
Were you about to read my lines?
No,
I'm present, Phoenix. You're past, Phoenix.
I have no concept of a past.
Do you think in the present progressive?
I am Mike Meekins, the only existing in the present forever.
If there's a verb tense that I exist in, it's the subjunctive. It's all just implied.
Meekins has never existed in the past, will never exist in the future, and always exists in the present.
Present. Perfect present. Progressive. Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do.
Trucy's power.
Trucy, she's in a class of her own. Oh, it's because she has that ability to see, to sense when people are off, right? She can like notice people's like micro expressions, which is the whole thing with the bracelet. The bracelet tightens when somebody's exhibiting a micro expression, and Zach Gramery also can read micro expressions. Does that mean that Trucy and Apollo are like
Boyfriend and girlfriend?
bio siblings?
Oh.
Is this
could be both.
Step bros is actually real bros? What are you doing, real bro? Oh, that makes it gross.
This is still you.
Oh, ah!
For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borsbo Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals. Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those in Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifique Grammary. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Grammary blood or something? Blood. I'm sorry, but this is not something I told lightly to outsiders. And this is nothing you need to know at this time. Some kind of Grammary secret, then. Fine. Keep your secrets. Also, yeah, I guess Lamarar is Trucy and Apollo's mom. Cool. I also have a power in my bloodline. It's to recognize quote unquote subtle plot points, I guess.
Oh, is that genetic? Your parents could do that?
I mean, I don't know. I would assume so. I don't know, but it's pretty blatant, right? Am I reaching, or is this pretty blatant?
I think you're making a logical conclusion.
Okay, yeah. I think this bracelet just is a lie. I think he just like Apollo just expands slightly when he reacts to something.
You know, when people lie, I just get slightly larger at a microscopic level.
Yeah, I just expand a little bit. You know how it is. You know how it is. I just engorge myself just a tiny bit every time somebody lies to me.
Microscopic amount.
Yeah, just enough to make whatever rigid article of clothing I'm wearing to feel a little tighter around me. Don't ask how I learned that.
Just go on, please.
She's 15 this year. She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that, I must apologize. However, I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. This? A transferal of rights. You see the signature? A transferal? That's Magnifique Gramarie's signature, isn't it? I hereby give all rights to secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Gramarie. That was a real page? Zach couldn't just show it? Shady Enigma couldn't just show it? Be like, yeah. That I don't know how Phoenix got that fake page from my daughter, but this is a real page.
Wouldn't that meant he stole it from the crime scene, so it would be like tampering with the crime scene?
No, he got there first. So the implication is that Magnifique wrote it, ripped it off, and gave it to him.
Okay.
Right? Like that's not a reach, is it?
I don't know. Let's keep going.
Although you're right, though, because then how would have Valent given Vera a copy of the page to forge, right?
Yeah.
Oh no! He gave them the book, right? I don't even know anymore. We'll figure it out eventually. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? That's you.
First, take a close look at this diary. Every time I see it, it makes me pee. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Oh, wait, let me see that.
How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifique gave it to me that night. See? Haha. You could have told me this. You could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. You know, it's all I could do to prepare for my escape room. It's all I could do to escape from the courtroom that day.
Yeah.
It's pretty much. The greatest of Magnifique Gramarie's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have for his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. A rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That's why I've risked all to come here tonight. Brushel?
Sir, here you go.
What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness.
I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary besides.
I mean, I look it, but I'm a certified notary.
You are?
By day, I wear notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well.
I love you, Brushel. I love you so much. You are the worst possible thing that could ever existed that I can tolerate.
Oh, I can't tolerate.
Seeing him viscerally upsets me in the best way possible. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
Stronger
you know,
man
like
than I.
Are Real Monsters, you know, Garbage
Yeah.
Pail Kids. Just like things that are just like so disgusting, where you're just like, this is mine. This is my little Blorbo. Brushel is our little Blorbo.
No,
He's
not
a
ours.
fingerring
Not
Ace
ours.
Attorney.
Thankfully,
I'm talking as the community. I'm sure Brushel is pretty beloved in the community.
no.
I'm sure he is.
I told
Can't tell me
Okami's
otherwise.
I told Okami Hylia's like community that one like last week that you had to deal with Brushel. No, a couple weeks ago, but one we had to deal with, and I told them, and they were like, "We're so sorry." Like,
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
Your signature, please. This is the first reason I've come here tonight. Ah, I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding, only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely.
Yeah, the transferable rights ends in 7 years. Yeah. We already established this in the last case.
There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all their possessions. Exactly. Which is why I'm here.
I'm not sure that's how it works, though, that you lose your rights as a living person.
Yeah, I feel like if you present yourself as living after the fact, you probably
They're like,
gain all the
no,
rights
no,
back.
you have no rights anymore. You're dead. You're out of
Yeah,
here.
you're legally dead. Nothing you own is yours anymore.
I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say I am securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from McNaphee Grammary. However, this was done in secret without witnesses. Before McNaphee died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Grammary, and Valiant Grammary. Not Trucy. I see, so you need this document. I've known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Now only 3 know of my rebirth.
How old is Brushel? 36. Okay.
He vanished 7 years ago, so he would have been 29.
29, yeah.
I took the liberty into looking into Trucy's background.
I also can't...
That's Phoenix.
Oh, fair.
What?
I also can't visually say that he looks young or old for his age because I barely clock him as looking like human. So
Yeah, he doesn't look like he has an age. I get what you mean. Like every time you look at, like, the harder you look at it, the harder it is to pinpoint how old he could be.
I can pinpoint his age visually as well as I can pinpoint SpongeBob's age visually. Like, I acknowledge this is a character with a face, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to read that as Phoenix or not?
I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background.
And found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping you'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery.
Okay, I don't think we have the things to break that psych lock.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything to explore here. Oh, there is something to present. We can actually just do that.
This person in the photo is Trucy's mother? How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me 7 years ago. I never returned the locket. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Huh? She's gone. What more is there to say? Lots?
I know.
Oh, you're still here?
I'm always here. According to my in-depth research,
I'm always watching, right? Always watching.
I am everywhere and nowhere at once. Trissy's mother, Magnifi, Gramarye's only daughter, end quote.
What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zack?
For a second, I forgot that the two, like, that Zack and Valent are not Magnifi's sons, and I was like, wait, what the heck?
Yeah, it's not a, it's not a Sweet Home Alabama banjo riff situation.
It's not a Japanese anime situation.
My sister can't be this cute situation. That's a real name of a novel. An anime. Brusher, you say too much.
I'm just strangling myself. And why am I the bad guy? Why?
Zack decked him. He punched him? Brusher, you say too much. Like, excuse me? That's assault. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over.
No, it's a pepper.
Now it's pepper? Is that what you said?
No, you said no, it's a pepper.
It's not an over, it's a pepper?
It's not assault, it's a pepper.
Oh, it's not assault. Oh, okay. I thought you were lampooning the it's over. It's like a pepper, like a habanero? Like, what do you... I mean, it would be in line with Brussels.
No, you said it's assault, so...
Yeah. Fair. The last Gramarye, she's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition. Final? Why? As you said, I've come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago we played. 7 years ago I lost. I've already lost to Magnifi. I do not care to lose to another. I've heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. A game rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose unless one has an ace up one sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. I think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up? That was that. This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy's beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Russell, you may leave.
But it's our last game. I mean, what a scoop.
I punch and I punch, but still, it is not enough.
I just remembered a future prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, Piano Man. I'll be sure to not mention I ever saw you before in 3 cases.
Yeah, we'll pretend that I was never a part of this, even though it would have solved so many problems. Then let us begin. Dealer,
Da.
you will be witness to our competition.
It is honor for me.
That's so funny. Like, obviously, given that we played the case, it's funny that he didn't even question. Just like, yeah, she could deal, I guess. Like, I've never seen her in my life before, but I'll trust her with this very private matter. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe that was his name? You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn so much from a true competition. Remember this. The Cranberry power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I need to meet that reporter again. That was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zach began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zach Grammar knew, but how and why? Whoa.
I mean, we're clearly not getting through all these tonight. And it's kind of late, so maybe we just go to the next location and save after the little intro.
Sure. Solitary Cell 13. It's my favorite song. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. A little bit of jail time's what I need, right? That.
Solitary Cell 13 is my favorite Suda 51 game.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
Isn't there a
Killer
GameCube
7?
game called like 13 or something?
13 Sentinels?
I don't know. Maybe it was Killer 7 I'm thinking of.
Is this Christoph Gavins? Ah! My king! Oh,
King?
oh, Christoph.
He was a killer.
My love. Listen, you're allowed. Your wives are allowed to be murderers, but my husbandos can't. Don't be rude.
Listen, you can't fix him.
What a treat! What a treat to see that weird, curly, pointy side of his hair. Well, if this isn't an unexpected surprise. What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin.
Hey there, Dragon. You're right at the end. We're about to stop.
Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago. My past is like logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You do, Gavin.
Okay.
So clearly, based on where he's currently stationed, it looks like he didn't get the death penalty, because like, why would they give him so many like accommodations if they were just gonna kill him?
Because their law system sucks.
Well, yeah, but like, it's like, I feel like this is like the first canonical explanation of like, do they all get the death penalty, right?
No, the game straight out says that any murderer gets the death penalty. It says that in like the first game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, why did he get so many accommodations if they were just going to kill him?
Because the court system sucks, and they're like, well, he's a famous lawyer. His brother's a big prosecutor, or pulled some strings, probably. I don't know. Maybe they'll address it.
Maybe.